Number two, factors influencing plantain price are stronger than those other commodities. The factor that is making plantain price to reduce or to increase are stronger than those external factors like transportation, the price of beans or rice is falling, and you also expect the price of plantain to fall. No, what it's responding to is stronger. They are stronger. Now, what are the things that are stronger? Like supply and demand. The supply curve, if you plot a supply curve for plantain demand, it is positive. It keeps going up and it hardly drops when it is time to go up. So it has its own specific time, notwithstanding the condition of other factors like fuel price hike, transport hike, food cost of other food costs are high or they are low. It does not necessarily make the price of plantain to be low as well. Price of plantain responds to its own the price of plantain responds to its own factors. It does not depend on other factors. So there's a certain price, there's a certain time that plantain price just move. When it starts moving, nothing brings it down. Even if you increase the availability of other commodities to zero, or other commodities you start gifting them, make una come carry bag of rice for free, you give them for the next 1 year. Once plantain price starts shooting, whether you are gifting other commodities, it does not hear anymore. So the price does not listen to inflation of other commodity. The price does not listen to deflation of other commodity. Its resistance, it speaks to itself in the marketplaces. It speaks to itself. That is the uniqueness of plantain farming for you. So I'm trying to expose to those who are yet to invest in plantain farming to understand that plantain farming business is very, very unique business. And when you are telling people to invest hardly, that if you are lacking resources, you do not have financial resources, there is no need enough resources to go into plantain farming. There is no need to go into plantain farm. That is my advice to every upcoming investors and those who are already investing. It needs lots of capital to sustain the investment and to make a lot from it. Like for example, the last season and the last 2 seasons, where off season where plantain was very, very scarce in the market, eateries were stopped frying plantain. You know, they fry plantain like they call it dodo. They fry plantain to sell. So eateries stopped frying because there was no plantain anymore. The price of plantain jacks from 1 dozen of 30,000 to 90,000. You see the sharp, and this sharp, it doesn't respond slowly. Once it is time for it to start picking, it pick very, very sharp and fast. So just it changes per week, unlike other commodities that used to be very slow. So it is the demand that makes the price to change very fast. And number three, why it doesn't respond to inflation or deflation of other commodity is high benefits to consumers and value chain subscribers. Very high benefits, very, very high benefits to those who are consuming it. So for this reason, it's like a commodity that cannot be done without. There are some people who cannot eat rice without adding dodo. They cannot eat rice without adding dodo. Just like you cannot cook white rice and not add stew to it. Such is plantain. Without garnishing it with plantain, fried plantain rice, you can. Some people will not eat that rice, and there are some who cannot stay for a day without consuming plantain. So because of this sharp in demand, the sharp in benefits to these consumers. Some of the benefits are it helps to cure some ailments. So it's it's highly medicinal. Highly what? Medicinal. There are some diabetic patients that cannot stay without consuming plantain. Their life is dependent on plantain consumption. Unlike some other foods are not directly medicinal, but plantain very medicinal. In raw format, plantain is medicinal in raw format, to take it raw without passing it through the fire. You see why it is of a high value to those who are consuming it, of a very high value. Without cooking it, you can use it for medicinal, like those who are curing who has you have what do you call ulcer. Plantain, it is used. I will teach you how to use plantain to cure ulcer. I was having ulcer some years back, but when I discovered that plantain cures ulcer, I apply it exactly as I was taught, and today I'm free. I can take anything, all manner of mineral, all kind of things that you don't eat when you have ulcer. I take all of them for over 3 years now. For over 3 years now. So it has a very high medicinal value. So if your stomach is too acidic, you can use plantain to reduce the acidity of your stomach. Plantain. So it's good for livestock, and those who are patients, you can use it to treat. You can use it to treat. You can use it to prevent. It has a good vitamin content that can prevent consumer from some ailments. So that is the uniqueness of this plantain, high benefits to consumer. Number 4, very high market advantage and opportunity. Those who started doing plantain business in the market, they never backed out. For after 20 years, they died there. They do what? They died there because the market value is just too high. So meet some marketers. You can watch some of my past video when I interview some marketers who are into plantain farming business. Ask them if they will back out soon. They will tell you that is where they will retire. They have been there for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, and they have made up their mind to retire in the business of plantain distribution. Why? Because of the value it has to both the consumers and those who are running the business, and every other person who needs plantain to survive. You know, when you need a particular food to survive, there is no way you can do without that food. And this is what is making plantain investments to gain momentum by the day, because people depend on it. It is what sustains people's life. And another thing that is making the demand so high, or that is making it sometimes is scarce, too scarce in the market, is because the demand is high. Those who are into the business is they are not much. You know why? It requires a high skill to run. It's not just like maize that you just go there and plant and start clearing around it and apply whatever, and in another 3 months you harvest the maize. Unlike other commodities that is very easy. Plant watermelon today, spray it with chemical that we or de-insecticide it, and before you know it, it's already giving you watermelon. Everybody can plant watermelon. Everybody can plant maize. Everybody can plant cassava. Everybody can plant cucumber. Come and try plantain. Come and try plantain. You go here, you can move now. Come and try plantain. Come and try plantain. Oh my God. I want to come and show you where plantain is. Come and try plantain. Come and just try and invest